Coming up next, right here on the Fortminorproject channel, that's right, I will be talking about my very own thoughts and opinions on WWE TLC 2013 with my pay-per-view review. You know what's coming up next? That's right, roll that damn intro. So there you have it, that's right, TLC, the last pay-per-view of the year overall for 2013. And I'm going to start things off right away with the kickoff match, aka the pre-show match, and where we had this match with Fandango and Dolph Ziggler. To me, I thought it should have lasted a lot longer, honestly, with my honest opinion. So with that being said, we have Fandango defeating Dolph Ziggler. It could have been a lot longer, but I'm sure we'll probably get maybe a rematch on Raw or something like that, or on SmackDown. But it is what it is when it comes to that. So I'm really surprised how short it was. So there you have it there. So nothing really too special to really talk about there. Okay, so starting things off, where we started things off for TLC, we had the first 3-on-1 handicap match where we had CM Punk taking on The Shield, which I thought was a great match between The Shield and as well as CM Punk. And in ways, I was thinking, honestly, to me, that it looks like we probably might have the plan seated for WrestleMania, and as well, maybe that face turn that everyone has been talking about, and the split up too with The Shield, and as well with the face turn of Roman Reigns. And we did see Roman's really speared the wrong person, which was Dean Ambrose, and as well earlier he was pretty much a little bit injured with the eye and everything, and I thought he was going to be taken out permanently, but eventually he did come back, and then that's where he speared Dean Ambrose by accident. He really wanted to go for CM Punk, so looks like I'm not too sure if the Shield are going to be splitting up, and it looks like that might be a little bit of a sign even more that the Shield might be splitting up. Anything can really happen, so I'm not really too sure. So it's really going to get interesting to see where things are going to go for the Shield and everything. But as for tonight, CM Punk was the winner of that match, so there you have it with that. Next match, we had the Divas Championship, which was on the line between AJ Lee and as well Natalya, which I thought was a good match. And Natalya came so close to actually winning the Divas Championship, which I thought she was going to win it, but it looks like Natty and AJ are going to continue since AJ Lee was able to get the win with the roll-up, and I thought she was going to get the win again with the submission by the Black Widow, but that wasn't the case. So I'm pretty sure this feud might continue up until the Royal Rumble. I'm pretty sure of that, since I don't know where AJ Lee is going to go from here. From Natalya, unless Mickie James does come back, and she's been in the news headlines as of late. So other than that, I don't see who else AJ Lee can really wrestle. So we'll see what happens with that. So I'm pretty sure Natalya and AJ will lock up again at the 2014 Royal Rumble. Then with the next match, we had the IC Championship on the line between Biggie Langston and as well Damian Sandow. And I gotta say, it was a good match, and I'm damn glad that Biggie Langston was able to get his win and as well retain the IC Championship from Damian Sandow and getting his win there. So kind of curious to see what else is going to be for Biggie Langston. I've been loving his face turn, so it's going to be really cool seeing him. I hope I do get to see him once WWE Raw Live comes here to Fayetteville, so that's going to be really awesome for January 3rd down here for me. So we'll see what's going to be in the works for Biggie Langston in 2014. So I see nothing but big things and bigger and better things for him, so that's really damn awesome there. Next match, we had the World Tag Team Championships, which were on the line, and I gotta say, it was a really great match, and it was an elimination match, which I didn't think it was going to be one, but I thought that was fine anyway, between all teams here, where we had the Real Americans in this one, we had the Big Show and Rey Mysterio in this one, and as well the Rhodes family too, so it made up for a really great match, and I thought it was worth the watch too, and in the end, it ended up being the Rhodes family and as well Rey Mysterio and the Big Show with really great spots. We saw basically Rey Mysterio and Cody Rhodes revisited too. Of course, you know, with the history that those two have, so it's bound to be awesome stuff there. So in the end, I really thought Rey Mysterio and the Big Show were going to get the win at some point. The Real Americans, I thought they were going to get the win. They came pretty close to actually lasting throughout the whole entire match, They were really dominant, which was really damn awesome. But in the end, the Rhodes family were able to get the win. And also, at the time, I don't know if any one of you guys thought this too, but I kind of had the feeling the Rhodes family were going to split up and have a tease for their WrestleMania 30 match, if that's still going to happen, between Cody Rhodes and Goldust. I know a lot of people still want to see that, but that didn't happen. So there is time to actually maybe get to see something like that for us for WrestleMania 30 as we get closer for the road to WrestleMania. So anything can still really happen with that, but overall, I'm glad the Rhodes family were able to retain there. Then for the next match, we had a bonus match, which I thought was going to be a tag team match, but ended up being the singles match, where we had Brodus Clay and as well R-Truth. And in this match, we had the tension between Brodus Clay and as well Tensai, and we basically had those two arguing, and eventually Tensai had enough, and then he went to the back. So it looks like the team of Tons and Falcon is looking to be over. Same thing with the Falcon Doctors. They didn't even want to be bothered with Brodus Clay, since he was talking bad about them and wanted them to actually stay, but they had enough of it, and they just went to the back anyway. So that was good on their note. So with that being said, so it looks like we might be seeing a feud between Brodus Clay and Tensai. I thought we were going to see more of Brodus Clay and as well Xavier Woods, but in the end we had R-Truth getting the win over Brodus Clay. This could have been saved for Raw, but we'll see what's going to be happening with that going into Raw for tomorrow night. So I'm actually liking the heel turn for Brodus Clay, so it's good that we're getting to see this again. So it's going to be really interesting to see how his character is going to be able to change even more now. So I'm really looking forward to see what's going to be happening with that, but other than that, that's what happened with that. Then with the next match, we had a bonus match. It really started on a pre-show match between Kofi Kingston and The Miz, and basically where Kofi Kingston just basically got tired and enough of The Miz, and having to basically have this whole feud continue, and that's what we had that match. So with all honesty, I don't really care for when these two are in the ring. I really hope this feud has been done and over with, and hopefully we'll see Kofi Kingston and The Miz move on from here. And it was actually a no disqualification match, which really didn't feel like one. That was the weird thing about it, so it really didn't make any difference. But in the end, Kofi Kingston won that match, so nothing really too special to really say about it. But there you have it, Kofi Kingston was there. With the next match, we had the Wyatt family taking on Daniel Bryan, and I gotta say it was a really great match, and everyone played their part definitely perfectly. And I'm not mad whatsoever that Daniel Bryan did lose this match, and with everyone, I did enjoy with everything that was going on with the nice spots and everything, especially Daniel Bryan going to the top rope and doing the double knee and as well the headbutt and everything. At one point, Eric Rowan was stuck between the ropes and everything, had a tough time trying to get out. So a lot of craziness going on in this match. So kind of curious where things are going to go for Daniel Bryan. I'm pretty sure he's still going to go after the Undisputed Champion, and I'm sure he's still having that as well his other main focus. So it's going to be really interesting to see where things are going to go between the Wyatt family and Daniel Bryan. So there you have it there. So I'm actually happy that the Wyatt family won, but I would have preferred Daniel Bryan to win since he was my main pick. So you know, I'm not that mad about what had happened with that. So there you have it with that match. Then yes, history was made where we had the TLC unification match for the WWE and as well for the world titles, basically for the Undisputed Championship, where we had John Cena and Randy Orton making history, and I gotta say it was a great match overall. And now we do have the one champion, and that's right, Randy Orton was able to basically get back the WWE title, and now he's the unified champion. And all these really great, amazing spots, we did get to see the use of the handcuff here. John Cena basically had that through for the rest of the end of the match and everything. We had the use of the table and everything, especially the Spanish announce table got busted, which was pretty freaking crazy. And these two just really practically did it all and used everything to their advantage, which was really cool to see from both of those two actually. So as well, we did have the tease of Chris Jericho. He did not come out. I was in a way expecting to see what that was going to be able to happen with that, but nothing really happened. So we'll see what's going to be happening with the return of Chris Jericho, probably at the 2014 Royal Rumble. That would be really awesome. So there you have it, and we didn't have a square finish, and we had the return of Vince McMahon, which is really cool to see him with Stephanie and Triple H, and actually seeing who was going to be the true champion. They were out there with Randy Orton in the celebration, so it's going to be interesting really interesting to see, as I was going to say, to see where things are going to go from here. So overall, I did enjoy the pay-per-view. I thought it was a great show. Honestly, a lot better than Survivor Series, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is when it comes to that. So what do you guys thought so overall on WWE TLC, and as well with the main event, and what do you think is going to be happening up until 2014 with the start of the new year? And with that being said, got a 2-week vacation ahead of me too, as well, 3-week work week, which is damn awesome for me. Probably will be back for In the Hot Seat Live this Tuesday, so be on the lookout for that. If not, I will be back for my WWE house show thoughts and opinions, and as well as show some pictures of the event. So with that being said, until then, go follow me on Twitter at DaveRivera1989, and I'll catch you guys in the next video, whatever the hell that may be.